Sup guys, quick disclaimer before the video starts. I got a limited discount right now for coaching, so if you want coaching and you want to grab the limited discount, hit me up right now. Link is right down below to my Discord. Just DM me there and enjoy the video guys. It's a really good one. And really make sure to like and subscribe. It helps tremendously, but I still appreciate you guys. You've been very supportive, so enjoy the video. It's a really fucking good one. Sup guys, back with a new video. And this is roughly, as you can see, platinum. Actually, it's Emerald Elo. As you know, the rank resets, so these people are actually kind of lower. But if you look at the ranks, most of them have been Emerald. And this game, again, very basic, and I'm really repeating myself in every video. We're gonna go over the fundamentals. How do you stomp this game completely? And yeah, that's all we're gonna focus on for this game. As in every game, first of all, jungle matchup, lane matchups, right? Jungle matchup wise, Viego against Diana, very strong early on. I beat her every day of the week. I mean, that's just, that's what I know because I'm playing a lot of Viego. I have played him for a very long time, and that's again why you guys should only play 1 to 2 champions, maybe 3, but not more than that, so you can really get a, an idea and experience the matchups. Second of all, this gonna be come in very handy, if there are opportunities to invade. And this is really why you want to think about this matchup. And it's also going to determine if we are going to use our ward for jungle tracking early on, if they are not leashing. Again, if we are playing a weak jungler, we might want to keep our ward against the enemy jungler, if we are afraid of them invading. So, matchup wise, again, we want to think about win cons and lanes where we can get ahead on as well. In this game, always looking at top lane first, because most of the time you will not be playing for top side unless it's a very snowbally matchup. In this case though, we have a Jax, we are against the Malphite. Even if we kill the Malphite and get the Jax head, it's not bad to get on Jax head. But even if we kill the Malphite, he's still gonna be a tank. As soon as he hits 6, he's still gonna be useful, doesn't matter what his score is. And he's playing TP. But Jax as well, not a lot of kill pressure. Malphite very tanky, and even if we killed him, he would not be very far behind because he can just TP back to the wave. Botlane wise, of course, Draven Vel'Koz, very oppressive lane, very some type of a win con, obviously with a Draven. You want to get him ahead if you can, and if there's no better play to make on the map. But yeah, so we are certainly pathing bot side this game, but I will actually show you guys something, because if we actually are oppressive in the early game, in the jungle matchup, we can actually start on our red buff, since we're the blue side team, and not directly path for our Draven in this game. So let's take a look how this works out. In this game, first of all, I want to get a ward down on the Diana's red buff here actually. Usually I ward the Raptors, but since they're not covering this, I actually ward the red buff to see where she is starting. And you can actually see here, why am I starting bot side with a Draven? Because I just told you I don't want to path top side. Again, this is where you can get very creative, and if you have a deep understanding of the fundamentals with the matchups and jungle matchup especially, I want to invade Diana with red buff. And I know with this red buff ward, that if she's starting on her red buff, and since I want to be playing for bot side, I can actually think about clearing my bot side camps if she starts red buff, and then splitting the map. Because I have a very hard prio bot lane, and so I can just split the map if she starts on red buff and invade her on blue buff. Or if she starts on blue buff, which she does this game, and I know this again because I warded, I mean, you might also know if they're leashing, right? Then I can just actually play for the jungle matchup and just kill her on the red buff. Again, is it wrong to start on your blue buff this game? I don't think so at all, but I'm just saying in this game, if you can for sure win the jungle matchup, like in this game, this is not wrong at all to play like this. And yeah, let's look at this game. So right here, I'm just starting on my Raptors, doing my Crux. We actually saw the enemy bot lane leashing here. But again, I used my ward, so I know this for sure that she started on their blue buff. Here, nothing special. No gank available. My bot lane is pushing them in, but that's it. So I'm immediately pinging here to go to her red buff, to just let my Malzahar know what I'm doing. So best case, he is pushing in the wave now. So I end up going there, and as you can see, let me just fast forward here. I'm going here. I did 3 camps. She did 3 camps, by this time 4, because so I'm walking here, and as you can see, boom, I'm here. All of this built up on my understanding of jungle matchups and tracking. So, as you can see, I hard win this, and most of the time you will hard win it regardless, because by the time they're doing their buff, they will actually have used their cooldowns, so their abilities, and they will be kind of low red. And again, I'm Viego, and I also have red buff, she has blue buff, so this is a no-brainer. As you can see here, she's actually not flashing, but even if she flashes, I'll just flash right after her and kill her. We end up killing her, and again, as soon as you kill the enemy jungler, you want to punish them if you can, and if there's no other play that is guaranteed and more valuable than this. She's dead, no brainer, she's 10 seconds dead, walking to her Crux would be 20 seconds, so I have 30 seconds literally here to take her topside jungler, which I end up doing here. Sad actually ends up moving here. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking, maybe that he can kill me or something. And this is very important now, guys. If you look at tab here, give me 1 second. As soon as I press tab here, I can literally see how much CS Diana has. I mean, I would know, right, which camp she did, and also by my tracking. But here, just to clarify, she has 16 CS. This means every camp gives 4 CS. She did her bot side, which grants her 12 CS, and her Raptors. So 16, and I took these 2 camps. And because I know the jungle timers, and you should too, the first camp after the buff, so in her case, the Gromp, will respawn at 420. This is her first camp on the map spawning now. And if we look at the timer on the top right, it's 320 in-game timer. So I know for sure she will either go like this or like this to either scuttle. So I can think about basing here and contesting her, but since her Gromp is not respawning until 420, I don't actually want to recall now because I want to get my bot set camps here. I don't think it's worth contesting her on a scuttle, because if she's not inting, she will not die there for sure. I mean, she can just see me right and flash away. And I think it's more worth for me to get the top scuttle and my entire bot set camps. And this will allow me to get a huge level lead and overall a lead when it comes to the jungle matchup. So right here you can see I'm pinging her that she will be bot side, there is no other play. Again, if she comes for the top scuttle, I mean, she's not going to be here in time anyways. So I'm just pinging that she is over there. I actually pinged that I'm on my way for the scuttle on the bot side, but I just realized I can just take my bot camps, and Diana here again, because I killed her so early on, she has nothing to do. So she goes for a gank, showing on the map, and I'm just chilling, taking my camps and really getting a lead here. And my intention this game was, it's 353 in-game timer. And if you start leashless on the Raptors, they respawn at roughly 355 to 4 minutes-ish. So my only fear here is, again, Diana taking my Raptors on 355. But since I know where she's at, I can actually have enough time to clear my camps here. If she didn't show here, I might just go immediately to my Raptors to protect them. And then, you know, based on the game state, then decide if I base or not. Also, very important, there's not really a gank opportunity anywhere. So I'm just clearing my camps. And here you can see Diana is now out of vision. So I'm skipping my Gromp here, doing my Wolves, and then immediately running to my Raptors. And I also ping on my way. And boom, what can you see, guys? Diana wanted to invade my Raptors. I mean, even if my Marsa didn't move, I would have just killed her. So maybe it would have been better if it didn't, you know, check her. So that's really why I didn't base here. Because I can get my camps off the map. I know what Diana's going to be doing. And I mean, she literally had nothing to do except this play here. So this is why I covered my Raptors. Do not allow the enemy jungler to punish you if you can deny it, right? So right here, just clearing my Crux now to get them off the respawn, so they spawn at a higher level and grant me more XP later on. And I'm still on the bot side, so in case Diana is going for a play, I'm there to cover it. You can also see here in the mid lane, many people would just gank mid lane here. I mean, I'm not panning my camera here, but you don't really want to gank mid lane here unless it's guaranteed. And I think the set still had flash, so I was just, you know, I knew I'm in a very good position here to really take this game over, as you will see in this game. So end up clearing my camps here. Here I would usually base. The thing though is, this is a very interesting play. I just cleared all of my camps besides my Gromp, and there's really nothing on the map right now, and I want to spend my gold. The thing though is, I actually see this right here. And you can actually think about lane ganking this, because as you can see right here, my Draven actually dies now, pretty soon. But the enemy bot lane still has to shove this wave out. If you just take a look at this, give me a second, Draven dies. So I could actually, I'm not sure if she saw me or if they have this warded, But I can literally go for a kill here, because if they don't have this water to saw me here, there is like 99% chance I will be in range at some point to W, anyone, and just one-shot them, because they're really low, and they don't have any summoners, I believe, in this situation here. So I'm actually kind of wasting some time, but this was a very guaranteed play. I think they had this water that saw me, which was kind of unlucky, so I spent some time here, but it's not too big of a deal. Like, I'm fine with going for this play, because there's not really, like, the crops will be spawning in like 50 seconds, right? So I have some downtime here. So as you can see here, I mean, you could guess by the body language, but right now I know, okay, they saw me. Kind of unlucky, so I'll just base now, and I immediately go topside. Diana, actually, as expected, is topside. Even if she didn't show, I would know she's here. Again, she showed botside, right? She wanted to go for my Raptors, okay, she retreated, and then, of course, she's pathing topside if she's not going for a botlane play. So right here, all I want to do is clear my grump, the crops are spawning. Right now, again, if you go for an objective, you have to figure out, can you contest it or not. In this case, I don't have top prior, so this might be kind of iffy. The thing though is my Jax is coming, but by the time he's here, the Malphite might be able to move here with his level 6. So I'm kind of posturing on the bot side here, or rather on the mid side, so I can see the Malphite in time, right? If you think about it, if I'm like right here doing the grubs, if the Malphite comes and I see him and they run away and then there's a Diana, it might become very dangerous. So this is actually a very subtle thing, but it's very important. Because I'm not afraid of Diana showing here, but I'm afraid of getting, basically clinched by these two people here. So I'm kind of hovering my mid lane here, because that's where my mid laner is. And my top laner just arrived. They don't end up showing here, so I just take the crops. And in this position here, there was not really a gank opportunity. I just did my wolves, then my raptors. And right now, I'm just looking mid lane, right? While I'm doing my camps. And as you can see here on the minute, the set is actually tower diving this guy with R. And I'll just react here, okay? He just uses R, he has no flash. Please don't look at this, right? I completely missed my shit here. He actually survives like this. It was very bad, very unlucky. I end up killing him here. Could have, saved some time there. But here, very important, Diana shot topside, I believe, with 40 CS or some shit. And she's not bot side. So I know these camps have to be up here. So she's bot side. Can I contest her bot side? No shit, no. I'm literally on the other side of the map. So punish her for showing bot side here and take her entire top lane, top side. I also know, even if the timer didn't show on her red buff respawning, I would know this would be up. The first buff will always spawn at 6:45 in-game timer. The second buff will always spawn like 1 minute ahead in time of that timer. And so even if this timer didn't show, I would know this would be up. I mean, if you're not sure, you can just check when your blue buff would be respawning. But since I did it a little bit later, it would not be very consistent. Again though, she's bot side, punish her, take her top side camps. So that's what we're doing. And invading also allows you to be in a very good position to gank, because you're coming from behind. In this case, basic ganking checklist. Look at the HP. Look at the HP. Malphite is very low. He's very killable. He doesn't have R. He doesn't have flash. So I obviously go for this play. And you can really see how every move I'm making is making a lot of sense. The game in itself is very logical. Especially in the jungle when it comes to decision making. So we ended up killing him. I actually take a little bit of this wave, because this wave will still freeze even if I take the cannon here, and I know this would actually die. So I'm just freezing the wave from my top laner here, and here I immediately base. The reason for me basing here is, if you take a look at this, and we actually saw Diana bot side, I believe, and I know that her top camps are not up anymore, so she kind of has to play bot side here. I base here. If you look at my gold here, I have 1.9k almost. I have my mythic item, and you usually want to base on mythic items, but in this case it's a no-brainer. We just made a play topside, there's nothing up. I cannot really be mid lane in time, to be honest, and the set knows I was topside, so he might just be hovering the bot side here. There's really no play. Don't go for your camps here, because I know the Drake is up, and I'm stronger than Diana. And I also see the enemy bot lane hard pushing this. So if I was a Diana, I would be thinking about my Viego's bot side camps, maybe a bot lane dive with level 6 or the Drake. And I think I can be in time for either of those plays, and since I'm that strong, I don't want to give her anything, right? So again, mythic item and these options, that's why I'm basing here, and you can see I get massively rewarded. The enemies are going for a dive, Diana is unaware of my position, like most low elo junglers, or even in Challenger to be honest. So she ends up going for this dive, I'm here to protect this, I'm at the right place at the right time. Why? Because I am just playing fundamentally sound jungler. So I get rewarded, kill her, I'm looking for a kill here on a set. Here actually, I mean, this is kind of, I mean, this is Emerald elo, so, I mean, it's not too low elo, but, I mean, here I'm just, I mean, it's kind of is. Anivia completely disregarding me here, thinking I don't know where she's at, so I'm just, you know, looping around, killing her. And at this point, the game is pretty much over, honestly. At this point, I just push this in. Very important, guys. You don't want to immediately go to the Drake here. Because I realize we just killed Anivia. We are 3 people on the bot side. Even if Diana is here, I want to use my lead to put anyone behind who is in my fucking way. And I realize now with Anivia being dead, I can literally zone this Kai'Sa of this wave and potentially tower dive her. So they actually have a ward in this bush, I believe. She sees me now. So cannot tower dive her. Actually with my W here, very bad. I mean, it's been very late. I mean, I just killed her at this point. But again, that's how you have to think about jungling. It's not like me going for this play is going to allow Diana to get Drake, right? I'm just going to get the Drake later on. So in this scenario, just at the adaptation, we see them fighting mid lane. This is kind of mechanical stuff, not really much to talk about. That's the stuff you gotta figure out on your own. This is Viego stuff, but after all, I knew that I'm strong enough to completely use my lead here and completely put the fucking nail in the coffin and completely close this game out. I'm just playing this. Maybe I could have played it better, I'm not too sure. I actually think I played it pretty decently. Yeah, use my Q here for a set and for the Anivia, kill them both, get my reset in case Diana jumps on me. Here I'm trying to go for an R, W, Q on Diana since it would kill her, but my W is down. So I just go back, go into the set and use my WE, kill her. At this point, again, you want to put the enemy jungler behind. So what am I doing? I actually check for Raptors first, but they're not up, so I would have taken them if they were. Since they're not, I'm just taking the crops, denying it from her, and then, you know, adapting whatever is on the map. Most people here would actually base. Why would you base? Literally 3 people died. Kai'Sa is bot, Malphite is top. I can just get the crops now, right? And then play for Drake. So this is how high tempo jungling, the thought process behind it. So if you hear high tempo jungling or whatever, this is all it's about. Identifying what is the place you can go for and if it's the best play in your situation with the given map state. So I go for this, I take all of this, here again, I take the Scuttle, and I actually go to my camps here. This is very important. So most people would say at this point they would base. Bro, I know Diana is not on Drake. We literally have all of this watered. My bot lane can literally just go there and check this if I just ping them in case it was not watered. So why would I not just take my camps now? Why? Like the only reason would be because I fear that Diana might get this if I don't base right now. And I have my entire jungle up. If I base right now, I'm kind of forced to go bot side and leave all of this up and potentially allow her for a cross map play on my top lane or my camps. And I also know at this point, I'm as strong as I need to be. I'm 8-0. I get totally the idea that you want to spend your gold, but you only want to spend your gold if there is enough, if it's like the best play. I don't have to spend my gold here. And I want to be efficient with my camps and yeah, just adapt to the map here. Of course, if you are afraid that you're too weak or you really want to get your item, for sure, that's like plausible. But in this case, I know I can just be efficient and greedy with my camps. And it's not really greedy because I don't really need my item and I just want to get my camps off the map. So here, I'm still with 3k gold on the map, but I'm like, the thing is, if you're this ahead, you will also like gain advantage by leveling up, by taking your camps. So I'm actually getting stronger to some degree, right? So right here, adaptation, I'm here, I don't need my gold being spent, I just one-shot them, kill the set, Diana is dead, punish her again, instead of immediately going for the Drake, I'm just taking her camps again, and at this point, yeah, I mean, we don't really need Drake to win this game anyways, but the thing is, like, these camps are not gonna be up for very long, and I'm already in their jungle, so I might just take these camps, then I actually base, okay? So why am I basing right now? My Draven is resetting. My entire team is coming out of base. If I would go for this Drake right now, not only would the enemy team be able to steal this or possibly contest me here and kill me and get my shot on and whatnot, but I kind of want to go base now, because this would allow me to sync my recoil with my entire team, so I can make plays on the entire map since my entire team is now coming out of base. If I go for a play right now, for Drake, for kill, for gank, for you know what, I would actually have to stay on the map. And I have a bunch of gold, and I'm like literally alone, right? So keeping all of this in mind, this is now a good base. And also because I have a bunch of gold. So now I kind of want a base, like I'm kind of overstaying right now if I stayed on the map here. Because that's a little bit too much gold, maybe 5k, right? So right here, basing, immediately run to the bot side, contest the Drake. Diana's top side, whatever. Herald is not up yet. I know I can get this in time. I finish it. And I see them fighting here, and I figure I cannot be there in time, really. But I see the Kai'Sa bot lane, so I might just go for the guaranteed play and kill her. You could argue I could go to top set here and maybe contest it, but I just see a guaranteed kill on the side lane here. And again, using my lead to put the enemies as far behind as possible. Bro, even if the Diana happens to kill any one of my teammates there, I don't think it's guaranteed for me to be there in time. And at the very least, she's never going to get Herald. Like, that's going to take way too long, right? Maybe she kills my team, whatever. I cannot be there in time. So I just end up going for the Kai'Sa here, putting the enemy ADC more behind. Again, think of it this way. I put the Anivia behind. I put the fucking Malphite behind with my gank. I put the Kai'Sa now even more behind. Like, you can see how I'm using my lead that I created for killing the Diana with my jungle tracking in her jungle to impact the entire map. So I'm literally everywhere right now. And adding on this, my CS is literally like 10 per minute. Almost. Even though I'm literally killing them like every minute here. So right here, kill the Kai'Sa, take the grab, take the tower. I see my team is moving topside, so I'm just doing the job here of taking the tower. Again, mid-game stuff, you want to play for towers and objectives. Of course for kills, but yeah. So right here, I'm just moving topside. I see that my Draven is pressuring this tower again. Play for towers. If we kill this set, and we can for sure kill him with my lead here, we will just get a tower through that. So again, I'm not playing for this because it's a kill, but more like because I just want to create pressure by killing them, by getting towers, and then the Herald as a result of that. So right here, I mean, I kind of miss my art. No, okay, yeah, interesting. Yeah, Diana is showing, I know if I just R into her, she cannot do shit. So that's what I do, miss my W, game over, right? I mean, most of these games will not even last longer than 15 minutes because they will just FF at this point. But again, if they did not FF in this case, I would just kill the Diana after this play. And then again, what would I do? Punish her, take her jungle possibly, then the Herald. Then I might base and then play for the next objective or for the next tower with the Herald. Usually want to place it at the... I mean, it doesn't matter at this game, honestly, where you place it, but that's overall the concept of the mid game. But again, a decent early game will set you up for a perfect mid game, and in most cases, they will actually just FF at this point. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. And bro, so many bangers, bro, so many bangers. So please like and subscribe. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.